Who else is sick of Kamala Harris like I am? And yes, we call you Kamala. Since you want to be black, we don't know about no Kamala. We call you what we want to call you. We nicknames around here, and you would know that if you was truly one of us. But that doesn't even matter. You know, I could say in all this craziness, I am just so happy to see Americans coming together, not divided as white, black, Latino, Mexican, African. We're all just Americans at the end of the day. And it's like, we are truly seeing the same thing and we are standing on business. Kamala, we is not voting for you. You is not getting in office. I don't know why they put you in there except for to help Trump get in office. Mr. President Donald J. Trump. Like, we cannot wait to have him back. I I have spoken to several people in my community, and the only thing that they could say about Donald Trump is that, oh, he's racist. Well, how do you know that? Like, you have to know a person to really know that. You have to experience them to really know them. And a lot of them are so ignorant, they just going out mainstream media. You know, they saw something that mainstream media, as if we can trust mainstream media. Like, this chick here is about paid for and thinks she can buy votes and buy people. And we are waking up. We are waking up to this. Like, those that are paying attention are sick of the way things have been. Lady, we is trying to be unburdened by you. So we got to vote you out. Even if you don't like Trump, you voting Trump simply because you know you don't want to vote for her. You know, with whatever we have heard from her, it's just not good. It's not even what we've heard. Lady, you've been in office and then you keep on proving Trump right. Every time they say something against Trump, it's like, it's the exact same thing that you're doing that you say he's gonna do. And that's not the Trump we experienced when he was in office. So what are you talking about? When I tell you empty pantsuit, empty brain, empty shell, like, there are so many other people that are qualified for this position in this country. I don't know how we got to this one right here. For me, this is all biblical. At the end of the day, God's will be done. The only way I could see this woman, whatever she is, to be voted into office is if they cheat again, is if they cheat. Because so many people are so up on the games. Like, I was so happy DeSantis called her out. Somebody get on that ass, please. Like, and we are. Like, people are voicing their opinion. People are voicing their frustration. We see you and we hear you. All the people who are victims of the hurricanes, and I mean, just in our face, we giving another billion over here. We sending another billion of your dollars out of the country. Like, you can't be in control of the treasury, ma'am. Like, you, and then Biden, he's so cold. He done threw her under the bus so many times. Sometimes his brain comes back and he don't know what to say but the truth. He just starts spilling stuff. She's been a part of every decision we've made. I'm like, oh my goodness, did he just say that out loud? Come on, tell the truth, Biden. Like, he's even become more likable in this situation, even though we need him on up out of there, baby, because, honey, you've been making her a part of every decision. That means you're not a great decision maker yourself. And we can see that by inflation and higher cost of living. Like, she keeps reminding us of what we're dealing with. And even though she's the reason we're dealing with all of this, like, it is insane. Then she keeps trying to train us on the definition of words, like we don't know what words mean. As soon as they ask her a question, the first word out of her mouth is so. Oh Lord, here come the story. Lady, we don't care about you being a middle class, whatever. We don't care about the green lawns. We don't care about none of that stuff, okay? Because what you're not telling us is the truth. And what you don't know how to do is to answer a damn question. Like, head on, answer the question. Some of these questions be yes and no questions, and you still got to ramble on and give us a story. We don't want to hear that. And it's obvious to me that she's not listening to the American people because we keep telling you, answer a question. We don't want to hear that. And she continues to cackle, even though she done slowed down on a little cackling, because I'm sure somebody told her, now you quit all that cackling. But you know, when you had a little alcohol in you, you can't help but cackle. I mean, everything is funny when you're high. Everything is funny when you know, your mind has been altered by substances. You just laugh at shit that ain't even supposed to be funny, that don't even call for laughter. I mean, are you just trying to humiliate yourself, your family, and anything before you or after you? You know, they said that there's a video about her Jamaican family speaking out and claiming her. God bless them, and how the Jamaicans supposed to be so proud of her and all this here. So they made this little documentary clip, baby. I had to hurry up, baby. I almost broke a toe trying to go over there and find this video. So I found the video that's supposed to prove that she has black people in her family. Well, first of all, the people that I found on there claiming to be cousins. Okay, now, baby, that ain't gonna do it for me. Because first of all, they look like they could be younger than you or the same age as you. And that's not gonna work for me. Show me somebody that's older than you, because cousins could have black people that are married into the family or whatever, and they had kids by one of your Indian and Hindu people, and they could very well have some black in them, but because they look mixed themselves. So they could have a little something in them. That doesn't mean that you have it in you, because they're your cousins. And not only that, baby, when black folks, baby, we don't mind saying we black. We don't mind coming out supporting our own, because we like to be connected to success. We love, baby, anybody know anything about us? If you know our people, let us find out somebody that came up, or you almost up, or we think you got something. We gonna be the first ones to call. It's almost like winning the lottery, you know? You ain't got to be done heard from people in years, baby. But one thing we not gonna be shy about doing is giving you a call saying, cousin, hey, remember me? Well, you know, I'm kidding the auntie and grandma and them and all that, and we need, and can you help? We ain't seen none of them. Where is all these so-called black ancestors, cousins, and people you kin to at? See, we know that's all lies. So it's really a waste of energy to even indulge or entertain that idea. We just know that ain't what that is. So therefore, I'm just so sick of this broad. I just can't wait till we ain't got to look at, listen to, and hear and ask this woman another question. Like, hurry up November 5th and get here so we can get this thing over with and get to real business. We need a real businessman up in here. Like, we need somebody that's going to shut down the border, that's going to go in and just undo everything that these people have done. I mean, the Democratic Party has kept our people blind for so many years, and it's simply because we have not done our research. I'm just speaking from myself and people I know in my community. We feel like it ain't gonna benefit us no way, so we ain't got time. We don't want to listen. Put in there who y'all gonna put in. We ain't got no power. Y'all ain't trying to hear what we trying to say. You know, this is how I feel, and I think other people in my community feel. And it depends on what level they on. You know, we do got people in our community that, because they're not suffering, because they can afford whatever the cost of lights, gas, and water and rent and food is, they don't really care about, you know, what the other one is going through, because I made it out. So I'm not worried about y'all. Y'all just stupid. Y'all uneducated. Y'all don't know nothing. And since I'm good, I'm just going to vote for a female because she's black. They ain't even paying attention. And Trump, he's 2025. Like, obviously, you ain't even doing your research either, because he didn't write it. He didn't put that together. So that's the most stupidity right there. You know, our people got an issue. You know what I'm saying? We don't really stand together on stuff. So we'll stand together on a good old cookout or something like that. But cause we don't really know. Like, we haven't been for years, paying attention to a lot of politics. that ain't our thing. It just really ain't. If I tell the truth about it, we ain't been on the game. But there are many of us who is waking up and we paying attention. You ain't finna play with us. We're coming to the church and telling us nothing, because the church done lost so much credibility with everybody, and it's sad for the churches that are doing the work of the Lord and truly are um doing what God would call them to do, instead of trying to rape, rob, and pillage our people who already is at the bottom and don't have much. Because even in these times, where are they at with all the millions they done collected over all the centuries and years in our communities? Why they ain't the first? They so hush hush and quiet, baby. Now that TD Jakes done fell off the map, where is he at? Why he ain't out here preaching and stuff? Because they it's just so sad. It's just so much. It don't even make no sense. It's so much sabotaging going on, like to the truckers. And it's just a whole mess. It's a mess. It is a complete and utter mess. And I'm sick of it. Like, I'm just waiting on, baby, I'm like this. You know, if you know anything about getting your tail whooped when you was young and being corrected with a switch on your bottom, or your parents getting you together, then you like to jump and holler and twist and turn, because you hitting me on my thigh, but baby, let me give you a different thigh. Let me switch this up, baby. Don't hit me in the same thigh. It's like we're gonna be in pain regardless, but give me a different pain. And we are sick of this same pain. Y'all, we cannot take another 4 years. And I want to say this for the Venezuelans or whoever is immigrants and you're illegal in this country. I want you to know they using you and they playing you. And if you got any sense, if you can vote, or they have you sneaking in and voting illegally, baby, you don't want this lady in office neither. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you're used as a pawn in this game. And once they get y'all all up in here and good and situated, I want you to know they're going to turn on you. They gonna play you like they played us, like they've been doing for years, baby. Ain't no loyalty amongst thieves, and these people is thieves and they liars. And you better get your shit together, okay? You better know that our government is not for you. You're being used, okay? And in a minute, you about to be abused. You about to find out what it really do, okay? You can't speak the language. They want you to come in here and get paid less. You're going to end up just as homeless and in turmoil over here as you have been in your own country. You think this is a better life, but you ain't ready for psychological warfare. You might have been dealing with some physical warfare, but wait till you find out what the psychological thing do. Wait till you find out what the attack on your mind will do to you, okay? That's what we have been dealing with in this country under the Democratic Party, okay? And as a whole, you're by yourself. You got to get with your people that's with you and for you. Get to know your neighbors. Come over here and find out how we move and everything. And we accept people. One thing about Americans, we do like to help. Like, we do have compassion and empathy, as if this chick can explain that like she understand it. Lord have mercy. It's just so hard for me to even stomach this chick. I want you to know we do care about people in general. We do, in general, care about humans. And so we don't mind helping. But if you're going to come over here the right way, do it illegal. But for people to be flooded up in here and they time that you can vote in this election, baby, you just got here. You don't even know what game you playing with. These folks that's pretending to be your friends in office by allowing that border to be open and stuff like that. Come on now, baby, you done let all these good murderers, and so they ain't even protecting y'all. If you are a good citizen and want to come over here and do right, just know they let the murderers and more sex offenders in with you. And if they're a part of your community, they're going to get you first, okay? So you got to be aware. You got to be careful, because these are trying times. These are biblical times.